Alright, welcome to Pennsylvania once again, and I have
Jungle John.
this kid. Yeah, that's his new.
Yeah, I'm the juggling John.
That was from a long time ago. We came up with that name, but
yeah, we got to come up with something that matches.
yeah, because yes, he has his own special name. But we're doing another one of our Searching for History episodes where we drive around town. We're in Lebanon today. Both of us are familiar with Lebanon quite a bit. In a way, we grew up near Lebanon. Lebanon was always the big town.
Yeah.
That when we had to go shopping, you went to Lebanon. It's only 30,000 people, but for us, where we live here in PA, Lebanon was the big town. So we're both familiar with it. So some of the places I'm going to show you, I've filmed in the past, but John has some places too that we're going to check out. So we're going to do as we always do, film, drive around a little bit. But today, the first place is the Union Canal, right here behind us. There's two parts to it. The park, we're at the north end, and then there's the south end as well. But this is the oldest transportation tunnel in the United States, I think. Union Canal, 1828, I think it was built. But there'll be a plaque here somewhere that will tell us. So this is pretty cool. We're gonna go check it out. We'll check out both ends, I think. Yeah, so on the side are the remnants of the canal itself. And then the north end of the tunnel is up this way. I think at one time this whole place was pretty abandoned and trashed, but they fixed it up real nice. Took all the debris out of the tunnel and the canal. It's a nice little park. And it's right off of, what is this, Tunnel Hill Road?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tunnel Hill Road, north western part of Lebanon. I don't know if you can quite see the tunnel just yet, but it's around the bend here. And up here it is, the north end. This is the more quiet section if you want to come see it. Actually, I'm going to have John walk ahead so you can see, get a perspective of how big it is up there. Sometimes it's easier to... There he goes. Jungle John. I think we made that name. We were like in Splatara State Park at one time.
Yeah, we're like thinking about what name would work, and we haven't found one.
That was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like they have a new walkway up top there as well. I don't remember that being there. So John's just gonna walk out to the end there. So this is a decent sized tunnel. Yeah. Yeah, and you can almost, if I put you out there, I don't know if you can see through the, yeah, you can kind of see the other end out there. So only I'll drop my camera in the canal. Yeah, but I think at one time this was filled with garbage and debris, and the people, they formed like a group and they cleaned it all up. Now it looks cool again. It'd be great to kayak through there, but they have signs here for no kayaking. I think one time a year they take boats through here, but
Like Union Canal days?
yeah, Union Canal days. Alright, so I think we're going to go to the other side of the park as well, check it from the other end as well. And then we've got some other places. I'm not sure where we're going next, but we've got quite a few places we want to check out today. Alright, so here's some information. I was wrong about the date just a little bit. June of 1827 it was completed, at a cost of $30,000. And where's that date? 1885 it closed down. So I'll pause it. You can read the rest of that if you want to. Just pause the video. Alright, so we're pulling out onto Tunnel Hill Road. You actually have to, well, you can walk across. The other south of the park is over here, but sometimes it's easier to drive to the other end.
If you're old and decrepit like us, we drive.
I think one time I walked across. I think it's down off to your right. Yeah, there's a parking lot right here, I think.
Yeah. There's a way down.
Yeah, I wonder if we could. That might be easier, actually.
I don't want to walk that far.
Yeah.
Just because of how my foot is right now.
Oh yeah, the other road is appropriately named Union Canal Drive. Oh, they have Civil War reenactments down here sometimes.
Yeah, they have those at that and what's that name of that thing near Lebanon Christian?
Oh,
Stover's Dam.
Yeah, Stover's Dam.
They have one there every year. Well, this year they did.
Yeah, this year they didn't because of the hole. So now they're down. Yeah, this end of the park is where people come. As you pull in here, you'll see more people in here. There's a sign for Union Canal Tunnel Park. Before going on down at this end. All right, so here we are at this southern end, and there's a towpath trail that takes you to the tunnel. Out in that field is where they have the Civil War reenactments. And they do have another little plaque here with a little bit more information about the Union Canal Tunnel. National Historic Civil Engineering Landmark in 1970. Work began in 1825. All right, so you can pause the video once again, read some more of that. And here is the canal. There's some ducks out there and some loud kids. Some mallards. Was there 2 males and 1 female, I think?
Yeah. Yeah, I only see 1 female, but there's definitely 2 males. So is this the other side of it?
Yeah, this is up the other end of it.
That's cool.
So let me turn you around. It is just a little bit of a walk. There's Jungle John.
Jungle John.
Yeah, you can't really see the parking lot from here, but it's a nice little walk. This is the old towpath trail here. But it would be awesome to
Tell them what the towpath trail is.
Oh yeah, the towpath trail is the mules that pulled the canals. This is where they walked. Because they have the ropes from the mules out to the boats in the canal.
One thing you should tell them about, like they have a bunch of over in England. They have a lot of those the canals. That was a big thing for them over there.
Yeah, and
they fix them up.
Yeah.
And so they have a bunch of they call them, what are they called? The
narrow boats.
Narrow boats.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of really cool channels.
Yeah.
Where you can actually see them running now these are motor run canal boats and stuff like that, but you get to see sort of how they would operate.
I think I told them about the one channel, Narrow Boat Girl.
Yeah, there's
a whole
like
bunch
3
of
or
them.
4 of them. They have a bunch on Amazon Prime that you can look up. Narrow boats. She might be on there. There's like 4 or 5 of them, but it's real like Cliff's videos. They're very calming.
Oh, calming.
I recommend you watch only Cliff's videos. But
don't listen.
But they are very.
Yeah.
I like to watch them when I'm reading or something like that.
It's a shame that here in America most of our canals.
Yeah.
I mean this one you could take a boat in, but
yeah.
Most of the Union Canal is just not. It's gone.
Yeah.
I mean it would take millions of dollars to restore it.
And even then, I'm not sure if you could.
And you can see the south end of the portal there. So we're gonna go ahead and walk to the edge. I'll get you a better view over there. So here we can actually look through to the other end, because that's where we were earlier. All the way out there.
Now we're going to swim through it.
Yeah. I think I like the other end better because you can actually get right up to the old stonework and stuff.
Just like how calm the water is. See the reflection.
All right, so we're headed out of the park. We're gonna head to our next location. I think we're gonna go to a place called Lights Fort next. It's probably the next closest place to here. John's looking up some more stuff on the phone. I got a list of some things too. We might not make it to all of them, but Lights Fort dates back to the French and Indian War, so we're gonna go check that out. That's Maple and 11th Streets. So we're gonna head back out here onto Union Canal Road and head up that way. So you might be able to see the fort off to the right, just behind the Family Dollar there. We should be able to park at Family Dollar.
I didn't even realize there was a Family Dollar here.
Your destination is on the left.
Should be able just to park.
He's not paying attention.
Try not to run over this guy. Yes, so behind us here is Lights Fort at was this 11th and Maple Street. May not look like much from this end, but this is the oldest standing building in the county of Lebanon, as well as the city of Lebanon. Lights Fort. The other side looks a lot better than this side. It's had a rough history, so it doesn't quite look like it used to back in the day. But we'll walk around a little bit. Check it out. 1742 it was built, so it's pretty old. All right, so here is the fort. It's been many different things over the years. But it's called Lights Fort because during the French and Indian War, which was 1754 to 1761, it was used as a place of refuge. Lights Fort. And it used to look a lot different. Let me back up here so you can see it. There used to be a whole third floor going up that way, but that got torn down at some point. I mean, there kind of is a third floor over there. But it used to be much more complete back in the day. But it's been used from anything from a warehouse to apartment buildings over the years. So it's been slightly abused, I guess you could say, at times. This site has more of that original look to it. Lights Fort. It's kind of in the middle of town here, or city. The whole modern Lebanon around it. John, and then the old fort.
I never knew that this was here.
You didn't?
No.
I thought I took you here once, but I guess not.
You might have. I forget a lot of things in my old age.
I think they replaced the windows since last time I was here too. They have a Facebook page, and I think there are certain days of the year that you can come here and go inside, but today's not one of them. So if you are interested in just stopping by and checking it out, you know, right up there is the Family Dollar along Maple Street, and you can park right there. Just don't try to get in. You know, they have no trespassing signs. This place has seen enough abuse over the years. I think last time I was here, someone had put a bunch of graffiti on it too, but they try to keep it cleaned up.
It's just the stonework.
Yeah.
Nasty.
There you go, Lights Fort, 1742. Love that old stonework though.
I like the corner how they have the bigger rocks that go in a little.
Oh yeah.
For the strength.
Yeah. There's a name for their like they like go this way and then come that way.
Yeah.
I think that's called. All right, I'm not sure. I think we're gonna go to Monument Park next.
Well, probably closer is that Chestnut.
Oh, the log home.
Well, actually, no, the Monument Park would be closer.
It's out there on Lehman Street.
Yeah.
All right. So neither of us have ever been to Monument Park, but I think they have some military history stuff there. Here we are in downtown Lebanon, pretty much. Not really the heart of town yet.
It's 12th Street.
We're gonna take a left on the Lehman Street up here. And the park should be not too far down.
One block down, then 1 or 2 blocks down.
There are some of the houses in here are pretty cool looking though. So the park is just on our left up here. Gotta see it there. We just gotta find a place to park. Is that right here, I guess? Yeah, you can park right here.
Because just said one day you can't park from 7 to whatever.
Yeah, we just pulled up and we got some viewers here. 2 squirrels.
Guardians of the
park. Where'd the other one go? Oh, there he is. Yeah, so this is Monument Park, just in the middle of town here. I have driven by, who knows how many times I've driven on Lehman Street out there. Never stopped in, check it out. Yeah, tons of squirrels out here. Oh, this is like that Charles Baber Cemetery that we were at. Just no chipmunks yet. So there is the monument. And, oh, it's actually locked. Can't get in there. They got some names and some things on there in memory of the soldiers and sailors of Lebanon County fallen in the defense of the Union. Just says right on the monument there. Kind of cool. You have the cannonballs there. I'd like to get in there. I'm guessing they don't want people in there vandalizing it and stuff.
It said Monument Park, situated upon the southwestern end of the ground, was once occupied by the 93rd Regiment, Pennsylvania.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Volunteers were recruited as a regiment. The park was then known as Camp Coleman.
Oh, I did not know that. So there's actually like a little, like a recruiting, Civil War recruiting camp
so
here.
The original camp extended from Lehman Street north to the Union Canal.
Oh, wow. So where we just were.
7th Street to 8th Street.
Wow.
Then known as Walnut Street, Mrs. G. Dawson Coleman, who had a deep interest in the welfare of the 93rd Regiment throughout the war, continued her patriotic efforts, and with liberal subscriptions from her family and friends. The Colemans were a really big family,
Yeah.
and as a philanthropist and whatnot. And with assistance of prominent ladies in Lebanon vicinity, had a fair in Centenary Methodist Episcopal Church in April 1867, and raised approximately $1,000 for the purpose of erecting a monument to the memory of Lebanon County soldiers and sailors who died in the service of their country during the rebellion.
There you have it, guys.
Yeah.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah, I didn't know.
About there actually being like a camp here. Interesting. Wow. Well, that's a cool shot with the monument and the flag beside it there. Yeah, right here's a little plaque kind of saying what John just told us about the grounds being part of the site of Camp Coleman, 93rd Regiment, Pennsylvania. Volunteers trained at this site. They participated in 26 major battles of the Civil War. Wow. Whoops. So you can pause the video and read the rest of it. So that is one of the things I like about making these videos is, you know, you learn new things. All my time living here and researching local history, I never knew that there was actually got a train whistle. I never knew that there was actually a Civil War camp here in Lebanon. More of a recruitment camp, but you know, as they were preparing to go off to battles and stuff, or to war. So that's interesting. All right, so that was Monument Park back there. Actually, a really neat spot. Like I said, we both learned some things from it. But now we're headed to a place that John just found a couple minutes ago on his phone. Was it the log house? Chestnut Street Log House. And I feel like it sounds somewhat familiar, but I've never been there before. So we're gonna see if we can find a place to park and check this out.
That one may be difficult to find.
Yeah, it's pretty busy down that way, but we're gonna attempt it. At least we'll drive by it, so you might be able to see it on the dash cam. So we'll do what we can. We're on 12th Street, headed down to Chestnut Street. We'll see. John knows where this log house is.
Yeah.
I don't, but
yeah, it's not that big, but it's pretty cool building. We used to go by. I forget why we used to go on Chestnut Street when I was a kid, but
like I say, we'll see if we can find parking. So oh yeah, right up here it is. Let's slow down a little bit here. You can see it on the right, the little log house. Actually, I'm gonna pull up right here so you can see it right there.
yeah.
I don't know if you're allowed to. So we're just gonna quick stop in and take a look. Still got the Jeep running there, but yeah, Chestnut Street log house, circa 1760.
Yeah, it said it was actually built in 1772. Yeah, it's not a whole lot about it, but
It's pretty cool looking.
yeah.
I do remember driving past this, but all right. Certainly a stark contrast to the rest of town. Beautiful little house. Let me get you a better vantage point. Yeah, and John just mentioned too, it was added to the National Register of Historic Places. Pretty cool little spot. We're gonna hop back in Naomi and head to the next location.
There's some really cool information we can talk about in the Jeep.
All right. If this was out in the woods, I'd love to live in it, but not here. So, anyways, we're not parked at the safest spot, so we're gonna get back in the Jeep. All right, so we're gonna head to the next location, which I think is the old Moravian Cemetery, out behind Home Depot. I've been there before, but John hasn't, so we're gonna go check it out again. But John's got a little bit of stuff to tell you about the log, that old log home here.
So apparently back in 1737 and in 1741, there was a man named George Stites, and he received 2 warrants for land, which is sort of how they did it back then. They'd have the guys that were a little richer, they'd buy these lands, and then they set up basically a village. They set up these lots, and then you could go and buy those lots and build your houses. So he had it was originally called Stites where he had this, but it later became known as Lebanon. Accordingly, in 1772, they said there was 220 dwellings in this village, and phone just went off. So it was from the earliest lots were located between 7th and 12th streets in the east and the west, and Aquidapahilla Creek and Walnut Street on the north and south. And the Chestnut Street house, they say, is pretty much an example of what all those dwellings would have actually been. But yeah, it's a pretty neat old house. Apparently it has like 3 rooms.
It's kind of surprised it's still there though too.
Yeah, the plan was prevalent of Pennsylvania German architecture. So yeah, it's a pretty neat thing. There's not a ton of information on it, but it is amazing, like Cliff said, that still exists, because a lot of that stuff is just gone. I think there's one in Annville like that.
Yeah.
There's a little along 422 there, the main street. So not many of those exist.
All right, headed down to Walnut Street, and we're going to get to this cemetery in a bit. It's right behind the Home Depot here in Lebanon. So let's remember where to park.
Yeah, the Home Depot thing there.
Oh, there's the sign for the... Yeah, so I'm going to take a left right up here, I think. Yeah. Cloister Street. Yeah, and dead ahead, you see them gates up ahead, that's the cemetery up there. Yeah, so here it is, the old Moravian Cemetery. This gate should be open. Yep. Got the train whistle in the background again. Yeah, this is the one. This is that neat Moravian cemetery. Of course, here's a more modern one over here. But the Moravians are the ones that buried, the tombstones are flat in the ground like this. Just have little markers on them. And the numbers out there correspond to the numbers on here, if you want to know who they are. Yep, Hebron Moravian Cemetery. There's a lot of really old dates on here. Yes, there's people that fought in the French and Indian War that are buried here. People born in like 1690. It's pretty awesome. I'm actually gonna try and find that one again. There's some Civil War history out there. Oh, there's one of the cannons out there that was used in the Civil War. Yeah, so you can see how the Moravians, their tombstones are flat in the ground, because a lot of these are getting overgrown with the turf. And they're all the same shape and stuff. They didn't believe in I don't know what you want to say. This thought, you know, they thought everyone was equal, especially when he died. Everyone was equal. So everyone's tombstone was equal, you know, compared to a more, you know, traditional cemetery where everybody's tombstones are kind of different from each other. So those people from the French and Indian War are up here. I know they have monuments. Well, not monuments, but little plaques by their name. Like right here. French and Indian War. Oh, these are almost impossible to read though. But I think there's one up here that we can read. Yeah, these are all French and Indian War. I think one of these says 1690. Yeah, Johannes Spittler, I think. Oh yeah, let me turn you off. See if I can try and make out the date. I thought it said 1690. They're kind of hard to read. Yeah, right there it is. 1690s was when he was born, and he died in 1757 during the French and Indian War. And his son, I forget if that's the son or the father, but I think that was the father. The son is buried out here as well. Here's another. Yeah, here's another Johannes Spittler, born in 1718, died in 1757. So this is the son. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Really old history here. Not often you find a grave where they're born in the 1600s here in Pennsylvania. And I lost John. Oh, John's up there. So he's up by the cannon. This cannon's pretty cool too. This cannon was actually used in the Civil War. Yeah, so like I said, the neat thing about this one is it's not a replica or anything like that. It's an actual Civil War cannon actually used. Captured by the Confederates in the battle and spiked, recaptured by the Union troops later, stored at the Allegheny Arsenal. So it was captured several times. So that's pretty cool. And you can read the rest up there if you want to. Just pause the video. Yeah, John just touched it there. It's interesting, you know, to think, you know, it's just a cannon, but how many people throughout history touched this? You know, this was used in war and battle. It killed people. That's kind of a sobering thought. And here it lies, retired. Yeah, most of the cannons that you see in parks and stuff are just replicas. But this is the real deal. Alright, so that'll probably be it for this video. Like I said, this is the Hebron Moravian Cemetery. And as with all these videos, there is more to see in these towns than just what we show here. I mean, we just kind of give you a little bit of sample of what there is to see here. You know, we can always come back another time and film some more, but it is closing at 4 o'clock, run out of daylight. And John's getting tired back there. Well, I told you before, John's got fibromyalgia, so and his one foot
Hasn't been very nice the last week.
So sometimes, yeah, well, some of you know what that's like. But anyway, you know, like I said, we're both familiar with Lebanon, but it was cool to learn some new things about this town that I've driven through like millions of times. But anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you around.